Olden days groundwater was enriched with forestation, existence of tanks, recharging was going through natural process. Now, due to urbanization effects, infiltration of rain water become less, runoff water become more. Due to increasing population, industries, over-extraction of groundwater from bore wells, the groundwater table level was drastically lowered. Hence, in this session I will give importance about drinking and cooking water security by rainwater harvesting alone, throughout the year with minimum rainfall area and minimum roof area. Before going to this topic, we should understand about water resource availability in India. We had 117 centimeters average rainfall, which is second highest in the world, more than 2,100 major rivers, 13 lakhs minor irrigation tanks. We had south-west monsoon and north-eastern monsoon, perennial water source from Himalayan snow rivers. You just imagine, if we don't have Himalayas, Ganga basin become desert by this time. Our ancestors had beautiful forethought about water conservation practices with water management skill also. They had constructed beautiful architectural structures for water conservation for their routine uses. Also our ancestors were constructed pushkarnis, kalyanis, lakes, etc. for their utilization. Almost every villages like water temples. They had also constructed stepped open wells, kund, kalyanis, pushkarnis near temples. Public tank or tankas water were used for drinking purposes. Now it is like engineering marvels to bring water and life together. Now, situation is entirely different in India. The places where may be desert or Himalayas or semi-arid regions or dry belt zones, there is compulsion to walk to bring drinking water for their daily needs due to highest water scarcity. From few years, we are observing the heavy movement of drinking water tankers due to scarcity for water, almost from villages to cities, especially during the summer, that is, during March, April and May, irrespective of highest rainfall area or lowest rainfall area. Even we had more than 4,500 millimeters average annual rainfall in coastal, Western Ghat, Malnad area and 450 millimeters average annual rainfall in dry belt area or region, in Karnataka with difference in proportion of 1 in 10. Even, riverside cities are also facing drinking water scarcity during summer. We are observing, almost places there is drastic degradation in quality of water, contamination of water sources in many ways, due to entry of industrial waste water, sewage water from urban area etc. Even water from bore well was also degraded, causing hardening or scaling of water supply pipes, storage tanks etc., which results in spoiling of plumbing fixtures and increase in maintenance cost. Due to over-extraction of groundwater from bore wells, fluoride problem is drastically increasing in that water. The usage of fluoride-contaminated water causing dental fluoride, arthritis, bending of bones etc. for human beings and also affecting on animals. Due to degradation in quality of water, it causing various types of illness, which in turn leads to sufferings. The presence of excess TDS, fluoride, aluminium, chromium, nitrates, sulfates, magnesia, iron etc. in bore well or sourced water will causes severe effect on health. The permissible limits of water quality parameters are shown as per Indian standards. If we drink pure rain water regularly, about 60% of the serious threat on health issues will come down without any medicine. Disadvantage of hard water at domestic household level are: hard water is so sticky with hair and skin. Does not satisfy thirst especially during the summer. Heavy scaling of water. Dal gets cooked is difficult and took more time. It results in consumption of more LPG gas. By this it consumes more expensive. Rice prepared with bore water looks as yellowish and spoils early in short duration, especially in summer. Use of hard water leads to more consumption of soap and detergents. Frequent maintenance of water supply fixtures. Frustration and dissatisfaction to use hard water, etc. Let us understand human or our mindset first. We are calculating the unforeseen bore well water yield in terms of 1-inch yield or 2-inch yield or 3-inch yield. But, irony is, we are not calculating the visible rainfall over on us in terms of quantity, quality and its utilization. If each drop per second is wasting, it amount to 20 liters wasting of water in a day. Hence, each and every drop will count. We have to realize water is a community resource, which absolutely needs community participation. Also, how much water saved is equal to water earned. If we are aware about calculation of rainfall quantity itself, our water literacy problem will be solved. Awareness or water literacy is the very first step towards mindset change. If we change our mindset, about 50% of the progress will be achieved towards water conservation. This photo shows her common sense and practical approach to use of limited water in water-scared situation. First of all, we have to understand the water mathematics simply. Once, construction of dams or laying of pipes or getting the water from the tap will not solve water problems. Even getting both maximum rainfall or getting minimum rainfall, it may also facing similar water-scared problems, especially during summer. It all depend on how we learn to store the water, distribute the water, utilize the water and finally how to manage with this available water in scared situation. Let us go through worst situation and best option case studies on rainwater harvesting and its management. Her house is located in low rainfall area with fluoride affected zone with an average rainfall of 450 millimeters. Her house roof area is about 35 square meter, that is 350 square feet, have no space at front, back and sides, located in row house like LIG home. But she had achieved 24 into 365 days rainwater supply from her house sump tank, located below the floor of the kitchen. After allowing rainwater initially for 5 to 10 minutes to outside, then rainwater automatically goes to sump tank after simultaneous filtration by suitable plumbing arrangements. If sump tank overflows, automatically the excess water will go through overflow pipe located below kitchen floor slab. Lifting of water is done through small hand pump, located on the sump tank, that is kitchen floor as shown. By this, her family achieved self-dependence from rainwater throughout the year for cooking and drinking purposes, that too in fluoride affected and low rainfall area. For these type of fluoride areas, the only best solution is use of rainwater and it will automatically take care of health issues. Now, the question is, how to manage this rainwater throughout the year? One of the hard truth is, just by rainwater alone, it is possible cater cooking and drinking water for a family throughout the year in least average rainfall area in Karnataka. Let us consider the lowest rainfall area in Karnataka, that is Molkalmanur in Chitradurga district, having average rainfall of 450 millimeters. You just imagine, the average rainfall of Israel is about 225 millimeters. It is possible to harvest 15,000 liters of rainwater from 35 square meter or 350 square feet of roof area. Considering 20% as wastage from initial rain, the net quantity of rain water will comes around 12,000 for a year. How to manage this 12,000 liters of rain water just with 3 or 4 rainfalls throughout the year? If one family having 4 members utilizing 20 liter per day rain water for cooking and drinking purposes for 120 days, that is 4 months, with 2,400 liter capacity tank, for them, 3 rainfalls is enough to cater their cooking and drinking water demand for a year. Like this, in the hot climatic zone area, if a family group of 4 family persons utilizing 30 liters of rain water for cooking and drinking purposes per day with 3,600 liters capacity tank, this stored water can be used around 120 days, that is 4 months. That means 3 good rain is enough to fill the tank and can be utilized throughout the year for cooking and drinking purposes. It was experimented several times by my family, utilizing the rain water of about 14 liters per day during peak summer. From this table, it is observed that lower the rainfall area and higher the gap between 2 rains, then it needs higher the size of rainwater tank to store and to utilize. For high rainfall areas and rainfall interval is less, the size of the storage tank required will be less. By this strategy, it is possible to manage rainwater throughout the year for cooking and drinking easily. Of course, this is not a new invention. In Rajasthan, our ancestors already provided this type of techniques of rainwater harvesting from rooftop to underground sump tank directly, just by providing copper pipe. In the same way, it is possible to construct an underground sump tank inside the small house of 20 feet by 30 feet site to store pure rainwater with instantaneous filtration. Overflow water can be connected to bore well or open well, if existed, or to recharge pit with cement rings, which should away from foundation with a systematic planning. Rainwater in the purest form of water available to us from everywhere. Initially, rainwater should be allowed to outside about 5 to 10 minutes, depending on rainfall intensity. By this, it will avoid dust and sediments into the storage. Roof area should be maintained clean. To maintain its purity of rainwater, we have to avoid exposure to the sunlight and organic matters to the stored rainwater. By experience, it was proven that the shelf life of rainwater is more than a year because of its purity. But the quality of treated surface or river water is hardly 7 to 10 days even after chlorination. Due to purity of rainwater, load on the filtration will drastically reduce. The simple candle filters needs once in 6 months for cleaning with the use of rainwater. If corporation treated water or river or bore well water is used with simple candle filter, it requires 10 to 15 days for cleaning. By this, we can practically experience the highest level of purity of rainwater. Advantages of rainwater harvesting in household level are: getting pure, tasty and healthy water always for drinking and cooking. Getting non-sticky water for bathing. Reduction in falling and graying of hair and reducing blacking of skin. No fear of electricity and pump repair problems from the corporation water supply. The consumption of soaps and detergents will reduce. For washing of copper vessels, cleaning of floor, bathroom tiles, vehicles from rainwater are glaringly different. Dal gets cooked quickly in rainwater and it results in saving in cooking LPG gas. By this saving of money and time, rice prepared with rainwater remains fresh and in good condition even after 3 days. This ready reckoner table will provide the net availability of rainwater quantity over an roof area, yearly average rainfall details and rainfall quantity. For example, if we consider roof area of 120 square meter over a 600 mm rainfall area, then net harvestable rainwater will be 57,600 liters excluding initial wastages of 20%, that is 14,400 liters. Coming to the case studies on RWH, Rashtrapati Bhavan, Vidhan Saudha, Mysore Palace etc. were adopted for rain harvesting by constructing underground sumps below the lawns. By this rainwater, they are maintaining beautiful gardens and minimizing the expenditure towards municipal corporation water with commercial tariff. Even inside or outside of the small houses and huts, it is possible to harvest rainwater with suitable plumbing arrangements and store it for long duration without exposing to sunlight and organic matters, and it can be utilized for drinking and cooking purposes throughout a year. There are many ways to harvest rainwater through any type of roof. Even with the non-traditional poly roof, it is possible to harvest rainwater with the observation of these examples. Even with the bamboo gutter, GI gutter, CPVC gutter with suitable plumbing arrangements, it is possible to harvest rainwater with less cost. Suitable capacity of cement ring tank can be built above the ground level to harvest rainwater, and it can tap to required location or any filter media or directly to inside kitchen by gravity flow itself without any pump as shown. If harvested rainwater stored in underground sump tank, it can be easily lifted through mini or small hand pump as shown for routine utilization. Rainwater tank can also be constructed just below the first or second or any floor of the roof, or available space at staircase headroom with RCC tank to store rainwater with instantaneous filtration, and it can be utilized through gravity flow without any pump as shown. There are the various simple methods of recharging of open wells with rainwater to maintain sustainability, water security and to get assured water throughout the year. These are simplest methods of direct recharging of bore wells. Rainwater can be diverted from rooftop with instantaneous filtration directly into the bore well if bore well is located in hard strata region. If bore well is not located in hard strata region, if there is any chances of loose strata or soft strata layers in bore well, then we have to recharge safely through jointless, high-density polyethylene, HDPE pipe. This HDPE pipe is to be inserted into the bore well till it touches water top level in the bore well to avoid any damages, collapse of soft strata layer or scarring in the bore well wall due to gravitational impact of recharging rainwater as shown. Here, rooftop rainwater harvesting is allowed to underground sump tank after instantaneous filtration. When sump tank overflows, overflow pipe will automatically and directly recharge excess rainwater into the bore well groundwater. By this, we can harvest rainwater, as well as we can recharge groundwater. This is one of the case study from University of Mysore. 50% of the roof rainwater, that is 9.50 lakh liters, was diverted to 75,000 liter capacity underground sump tank, and another 50% of roof rainwater, that is 9.50 lakh liters, was diverted through CPVC pipe directly into the bore well and up to the water table after instantaneous filtration. Bore well water was tested before recharging and after recharging. It was observed from the water quality test report that total dissolved solids was reduced from 1844 to 400. Calcium was reduced from 330 to 100. Magnesium was reduced from 220 to 125. And total hardness was reduced from 560 to 300. By direct recharging of bore well, quality and quantity of groundwater was improved drastically with dilution of hardness, and it in turn saves money by installation of new RO plant. With these points, I conclude this session on drinking and cooking water security throughout the year, with minimum roof area and minimum rainfall area by rainwater harvesting with self-dependence. Thank you for patience for watching and listening. My sincere acknowledgements to Shri Padre, editor and water journalist, Adike Patraik, Puttur. Support from NIE Crest, Mysore and BAIF, Tiptur. Dr. Prasanna Kumar, Professor, PES, Mandya. Shri Chaudhary, Senior Geologist, GWB, Mysore. Dr. Narayana Shane, Professor, MIT, Manipal. Shri Devraja Reddy, Recharging Expert, Chitradurga. Dr. Mahalingam, Professor, Central University, Kalburgi. Shri Ayappa Masagi, RWH Expert, Bangalore. Directly and indirectly cooperated resource persons.